My journey with heart failure started in 1997. I developed tachycardia, a really fast heartbeat out of rhythm. Nobody knows where that really came from, how I got it. Was it hereditary? No one else in my family has it, so we don't know where it came from. But eventually that morphed into congestive heart failure. And heart failure was 2004. Eventually, I knew there was no cure for heart failure. So it's just a gradual thing. You just get worse and worse.
Congestive heart failure, also known more commonly now as heart failure, is a condition where the heart just doesn't work as well as it did before. And it's often the last stage of some other cardiovascular disease, which can improve over time, and with medical therapy and maybe device therapy, we often see that.
I had gone in to see my heart failure doctor, and he put me on the treadmill, and I couldn't really do anything on the treadmill. So he said, "Sonya, it is now time. We have to start the transplant process," which totally rocked my world. Even though I knew I was eventually going to have a heart transplant, it's just for them to say it's time to do it now was just unbelievable. So from my perspective, when I came into the hospital, I had in my mind that I was not going to go home. I said, I'm not going to make it through this surgery. And so I think that's why I didn't really have any emotions. I'm like, I'm going through the motions, but you know, it doesn't matter. So hold on, excuse me. But I think the rest of my family, they all seemed like they had hope. And they were like, we know you're gonna make it. You're a strong person. You've always been strong. This is just another hurdle you're gonna have to pass. So they really kept going.
Sonya has been really a great patient in so many ways. We never worried about her compliance. We always knew she would follow up. She has this incredible supportive family, especially her husband, Tim, her now grown son, Cameron, and the rest of her community. Fortunately, she wasn't super sick, but she was sick enough to be hospitalized soon thereafter and wait for a transplant, and got one and did beautifully.
I remember going into the surgery. I remember seeing my husband and my son standing beside the bed as they were rolling me in. It is a crazy thing. It's kind of, sometimes I think about it as I'm laying on a table and they take out my heart. So when you take out somebody's heart, they're dead. And then they put another one in, so it's like I died and came back to life. Obviously, I'm sure that's not what really happened because they had me hooked up to all kinds of stuff. But that's kind of what it seems like. It's like the old Sonya died, and now here's a new one. So yeah, it's like a whole new life. So it's really amazing.
I mean, Sonya is truly a model patient. She's a remarkable person, and this is why she made the January month for our calendar. We do a yearly calendar featuring model patients and really great stories. So if you're on the calendar, that's a really good reflection of the person.
The UNC Transplant group is the best. They have been wonderful.
What makes transplant possible is that people donate their organs. And we really want to celebrate our donors and our donor families because it's a sacrifice on every level. You know, losing a loved one is never easy, it's always hard, but to be able to give life to up to, 7 to many more patients is a truly blessed thing and a true gift of life.
If anybody needs a transplant, I would definitely recommend, UNC for that, without a doubt.